What's good, y'all? Welcome back to a brand new top 10 video. This time we're doing my top 10, or top 6 actually, anime series of 2018. Some of you might be like, wait, why isn't it just a top 5 or a top 10? I mean, there wasn't really enough I could really fill it. I mean, I could if I really tried, but there weren't that many great shows that were coming out this year. Especially since I was slacking a lot last year, so, you know, there's series that I haven't finished, series that I haven't even gotten started on, you know, so it wouldn't be fair to put most of the animes I was thinking that were really great or not, because I haven't finished most of them. So that's why it's top 10, not top 5, because there's an anime that came out that I really loved, and a friend of mine also loved, and I know he would probably strangle me if it wasn't on this list, so here it is. So, without further, overall I gotta say, this was a great year of anime. We had a lot of great shows, great movies, and yeah, so let's get into it. So number 6 on my list is Bunny Girl Senpai. This show was just a huge surprise. I'm sure we'll do it without shop. I'm sure we all read the synopsis on Mal, and we were like, "What the fuck is this light novel garbage?" We watched the show, we're like, "Holy shit, this show is fucking awesome." Well, and then, you know, kept getting better and better from there, and we can all agree that this is going to be a show that's going to be remembered for generations, for years to come. Everyone's going to like, yeah, this is going to be like on that list of animes you have to watch before you die is Bunny Girl Senpai. It's going to be one of those, because it was so good, the characters were amazing, the OP was catchy as hell, and my best girl. So yeah, and Sakata is probably one of the best MCs I've seen in some time, especially from a romance anime. He was amazing. I loved every second of it. He was great. I loved Sakata. There's not really much more I can say about Bunny Girl Senpai other than it's an amazing show, and if you haven't watched it, get off your ass and watch it. Load it up on Crunchyroll and get to binging, my friend. So that is why it is number 6 on my list. Number 5 on my list is Persona 5, the animation. Yeah, I know. Some of y'all might be like, what the fuck? What's Persona 5 doing here? If y'all watched my weekly reviews I did this year, you guys know that I was hyped for this series, and then it was amazing. Like, I can understand, like, if you were one of those people that like watched the first episode, then you dropped it, you should have kept watching, because, well, yes, the art and animation isn't the best, but when you know A1 did this, and probably while they were working on this show, they were also working on Alicization. We know how great Alicization has turned out with its art animation. I'm sure we can forgive A1 for giving P5 the scraps. At least I can. In my perspective, I can forgive them for that when we got this. And plus the OVAs, we still got one more we gotta get through, which coming out sometime this month. Yeah. The art animation definitely got a lot better than that first OVA, and plus the OPs are great. I love what they did with Futaba, who you guys know is best girl to me. I love Futaba. I love how this series went in a different way, actually went and expanded on the events of the main story. And honestly, like I said in my reviews, when it comes to the story alone, it did a better job telling the Persona 5 game story than the game did, because it added a lot more details. It actually maybe gave a shit about Haru a little bit more, because we got to see a little bit of her past when her grandfather owned the shop and how he ran things. Because yeah, we heard a little bit of it, but actually seeing it, as well, we got like some little stuff with Makoto. We also got a little bit of their what they did with On's palace, how they actually showed us what Kama Shithead actually did to damn it, what was her name? Shiro, I think her name was, and like actually show us some of what he actually did. It made me hate him even more. And how they handled the confidences were great. How they managed to splice them in there. I love how they managed to like have it all kind of meet. And they're great. You know, always turn out the best, but without a doubt, when they did Sojiro's confidant, they did what they did with Futaba. It was absolutely masterful, and I love what they did there. That was amazing. I love what they did with Sojiro's confidant. That was fucking phenomenal. That was without a doubt like the best part of the anime in my personal opinion. And like I said, the OPs, man, are great. And plus the OST is just the game's OST, which is you guys know I love the game's OST. So yeah, if you were a fan of Persona 5 and you haven't watched the anime, or you kind of like dropped it earlier on, I'd say give it a second chance, or watch it. Boot it up on Crunchyroll, give it a watch, because it's really good. I mean, if you can look past the art animation and just watch it as normal anime, you can see what A1 did with the story. It's actually what they did was pretty damn good. And I hope if we do get like whatever P5R is, whether it's another fighting game or it's like Persona 4 Golden, I do hope that Atlas takes some cues from the anime, puts in there what they did with the story. Because I love what they did. It's actually showing us some of these characters' backstories, showing us something they did, instead of just always just telling us about it, instead of actually showing us it. You know, I love what they did. And like I said, it made me give a shit about Haru a little bit more than I did when I watched Nico B Let's Play the game. Because I didn't really care about Haru because she was introduced so late in the game. I wish we got Futaba's confidant in the anime, but We got Sojiro's, which is good, which is close enough for me. Plus, like I said, I love what they did with Futaba. It was. I hope this series, when it gets released in the States, it gets a dub. But knowing their track record with the Persona with Atlas, Aniplex's track record with Persona, that we're probably not getting one, honestly. So that is why it is number 5 on my list. Number 4. Now, number 4 here was actually supposed to be number 3. But then another anime came in there, which I watched late last year. And it was like, nah, I'm taking your spot. I'm taking your spot. Which, I kind of said it a little bit earlier, but number 4 on my list is Attack on Titan Season 3. Or I guess Part 1 of Season 3. This was amazing. Like, I was like very nervous when I first started, when we got this part out, because I heard everyone say like, "Oh, this arc sucks. If the pacing was terrible." I dropped the manga after this. I even had a friend that said she dropped the manga after this when this arc was going on, and I don't know what the hell those fuckers were smoking. Granted, that was the manga's monthly, and I don't know how the pacing was there compared to the anime, because here in the anime, this was the best arc of Attack on Titan. Honestly, like, it got a 10 out of 10 out of me, which Attack on Titan hasn't gotten out of me. Like, for the series as a whole, I've given Season 1 and Season 2 just 9s. 9.5s. So here, getting that full legendary 10 out of 10 for me was definitely an accomplishment for the series. The series is just so good. I love all the twists and turns we got in the series. Well, we revealed how Eren became a Titan shifter. We learned a lot more about Krista, or Historia, I should say now. Historia, man. Her story was the best part of Season 3. Like, and the voice acting was godlike. Both the English dub and the original Japanese, both were phenomenal. I enjoyed watching it subbed, and I enjoyed rewatching it again while it was airing on Toonami with the dub. Dub guys did an amazing job over there. Funimation, they did a spot-on job there. Voice acting was great. Art animation was fucking godlike. I mean, did y'all watch that shit with Levi in episode 2? My God, I was like, this is the greatest. Like, how this did not get nominated for Best Art Animation at the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, I do not know. I don't know who the hell was sleeping on Attack on Titan at the little meetings that they had. Like, okay, what are we gonna nominate? Like, I don't know what those fuckers, why they were sleeping on the series, or they weren't just paying attention to the series. Whatever the case may be, that art animation was fucking godlike, man. And yeah. So that is why Attack on Titan Season 3, Part 1, I should say, is number 4 on my list. Number 3, Devilman Crybaby. This one was a little bit of a surprise. To me, because Devilman was a series I always kind of heard about when it aired back in like the beginning of the year in January on Netflix. I didn't watch it then. Was kind of busy with other stuff, never got around. So then during winter break, I was like, you know what, let me watch Devilman. And after like the first episode, I was like, what the fuck, this series is amazing. But what really got me on this show, what really excited me, was not only the characters, which were amazing. This has one of the best, like, this anime had some of the best characters I've ever seen. Like, what they did, like, with Ryu, who became the main villain later on, the Shoto team and Akira was great. But what really got me, that like made it take Attack on Titan's spot, was episode 9. If you've seen episode 9, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Why? And I saw this show dubbed. By God, the English dub, like, the voice actors, they did a spot-on job, and I loved the stuff with like the rap guys. That was some of my favorite parts of every episode they were part of. And that one scene where that one dude just tells, I forget her name. Tells what's her name, you know, what he feels about her through that rap. Man, I mean, that shit's better than whatever the fuck Lil Pump is rapping about. It's shocking how anime writers and, you know, dub writers who have to adapt the scripts can come up with better stuff than full-fledged rappers that are popular like Lil Pump. That just shows you how trash Lil Pump is and how little talent that fuck has. He's like, I hate mumble rappers. Ugh. But I digress. That's a rant for another day about how much I fucking despise mumble rappers. You see my Teen Titans Go video, you know exactly what I mean. Anyway, so besides that, the art animation was amazing, though. That art animation was great. And that final episode, man. Wow, man. This series was just fucking amazing from start to finish. There's not much more I could say out of it. This show was fucking awesome, man. It was fucking amazing. So that's why Devilman Crybaby is number 3 on my list. Number 2. This may come as a surprise to some of y'all, but if you have been a subscriber to my channel and have been keeping tabs on my reviews, you know exactly what this is, why it's on this list. And that is Tokyo Ghoul Re. Now I know some of you might be like, what the fuck? Tokyo Ghoul Re was trash! The manga's better! I won't argue that. I haven't read the manga myself. I've read some chapters of Re, more specifically when chapter 125 came out. Read a couple chapters after that, kind of stopped. Came back when shit hit the fan with the dragon, and then I was like, okay, the dragon came, okay, now shit's gonna hit the fan. How about this manga? I'm gonna wait for the anime. Now, when I mean this, I am mostly talking about season 2. Like the second half of Re, which actually adapted the rest of the story arc, which was like kind of where I was. They did. Period did such. I mean, now, yes, did they have cut content? And yes, yeah. I know some people are gonna say, "Oh, this anime sucks. The pacing was terrible. They cut so much now. Period did TG dirty, you know, and everything." I don't care because what they did was fucking amazing. Like this was TG as I know and love it. Tragedy and it's tragic. Like this was you got all that emotion that was like lacking in season. The first part of Re was here. All that emotion, the growth of Urie. Oh my god, Urie is my dude, and he was done so well in the anime. And what they did later on when they brought and when they did chapter 125, man, I don't care if you've despised the anime since its inception, you're like, oh, fuck the anime, the manga's always been better, or you love the anime, period. Like, I don't care if you're a manga reader and you love the series or you hate the series. I'm sure we can all agree when what they did with chapter 125 was fucking amazing. Like, the fact we even got it is a testament. Like, and how far Period went. Like, they didn't have to adapt it. We could all probably, if they didn't touch it, we could all accept it because, you know, for obvious reasons of what the chapter is. But the fact Period adapted it to the best of their abilities, and even hell, in my perspective, surpassed the manga with bringing in flashbacks of season 1, showing us the growth of Token and Kanaki's relationship as it's going on, just adds to the, and with a beautiful song playing in the background during this, just overall, this beautiful moment that was meant so much from a man Kaneki. It was amazing. Like, I can't praise this series enough. I can't praise the Tokyo Ghoul anime enough. I'm a manga reader too. I read the manga after I've watched season 1 and 2 in the anime, and I still love the anime. You know, yes, I prefer the manga, but the anime is still as amazing in my personal opinion. And what they did with Re was fucking phenomenal too. Like, what they did with Kaneki was amazing. I love how they handled the dragon stuff. I love what they did with the Scarecrow. A little bits of pieces we got Scarecrow, but I love the voice they gave him. And it just hit me right where it needed to, like it all, like season 1, season 2, to hit me up with those emotional gut punches. It was amazing. Like, if you did not watch, if you skipped out on Re, if you're a manga reader, I'd still recommend you probably give it a chance. At the very least, watch episode, what was it, 8 of season 2? When they actually did chapter 125. At least watch that episode, because it really shows you, like, really Period does give a shit about the series when they try, because how they did that shows that they weren't just like, oh yeah, let's just throw it again. Like, that showed that they actually put some effort behind that scene. That shows they actually put some effort behind that. You have to admit that. And yeah, there's not much more I can say about Tokyo Ghoul Re other than it's fucking phenomenal. It's Tokyo Ghouls, I know and love it. I love Tokyo Ghoul, man. So anyway, that is why it is number 2 on my list. Number 1. Y'all can probably guess this one if you know me. You can probably guess by my shirt I'm wearing. And that's My Hero Academia Season 3. I mean, do I even need to say anything on why this series was awesome? I loved Season 3. It was amazing. It was like... And if you saw and you were watching my weekly reviews I did this series, you guys know that I even said that, you know, that My Hero Academia has the potential topping Naruto as the GOAT of Shonen Jump, in my personal opinion. Because this was Horikoshi when he was just... This was Horikoshi. This man was holding nothing back. And Deku versus Muscular. Oh my god, that's one of the greatest anime fights I've ever seen. And All Might versus All for One. Perfection. Like, this was Horikoshi when it was Asbeth, man. I'm so hyped to see what the hell he's got planned in Season 4. It's going to be phenomenal. I can't wait to see it, guys. Season 4 is going to be amazing. Season 3 was phenomenal. It was just amazing. I love Hiroaka, man. This show is so fucking good. And there's not much more I can say that I haven't already said or hasn't already been said. So yeah, that is why Hiroaka Season 3 is number 1 on my list. So anyway, So tell me down below, guys, what do you think of my list? Do you agree? Do you disagree? What was your top 6 or top 5 or top 10 animes this year? Tell me down below. And as always, guys, see you guys next time.
You